My dudes, get your lubes. It's June, and I gotta ask, how you doing, man? You holding up? Look, if you're feeling down, I got just a prescription. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. It's Men's Health Awareness Month, and if you're a man, and let's be real, looking at my analytics, you probably are. Only 2% of my viewers are female. What's going on here? But I'm sure it's just quality over quantity. But like I said, take care of yourself, my dudes. Oh, so you don't care about pride? What the hell are you talking about, brother? I've never been more proud to be a man in my life. Yeah! Finally, these companies are giving us the support that we deserve. Times are changing, my dudes. Hell, even Ubisoft had the balls to quit messing around and give a shout out to their target audience. But you know what's more important than words? That's right, actions. To celebrate men's health awareness, Shift Up, the creator of Stellar Blade, released a port of their PlayStation exclusive game to the PC this month. And my god, up the ladder, down the ladder, up the ladder, down the ladder. Help, I'm lagging and I can't get up. Bring it in, my dudes. It's okay. Let it all out. They started making them all hairy. And then came the man jaws. And my god, the darkness. The darkness! Pull yourself together. The Koreans are here now. And they brought the spice. Now, unlike Japanese gaming studios like Square Enix and Capcom, who have joined the West to censor their games, Korea and China keep making content for their target audience. And laughing all the way to the bank. 그들은 못생긴 여자를 좋아해. In Stellar Blade, you play as a member of an elite airborne squad named Eve, and you start off in an escape pod landing in a post-apocalyptic Earth, which has been run over by a bunch of illegal aliens called the Natiba. Our escape pod malfunctions, and thank God for that, because an angel that goes by the name of Taki comes to the rescue. Now hear me out. I don't know if anyone's taking sides here, but if I had to choose between Taki and Eve, I'm on Team Taki. I mean, come on. Damn. Is it my birthday? Thanks for the cake. Oh! Well, there goes her arm. Well, that's okay. We can work around that. Oh, shit. Oh! And just like that, my heart was shattered. Wait, hold on. There are already mods to play as Taki? God, I love PC gaming. I don't know how these dudes get this stuff out so fast, but y'all are doing God's work. I pay it, but I'm too poor. We got bikinis, cow bikinis, this sweater thing called the Virgin Killer, Morgan from Darkstalkers, Sailor Venus. Wait, that's not so bad. Oh, I'm starting to get the appeal. Okay, who the hell made a pregnant mod? Nobody asked for that. Wait, what? 10,000 downloads? I'm starting to get worried about you dudes. 質問です。どれぐらいのができすぐんだよ?
Mother of mercy, I don't speak Japanese!
Wrong. The answer is that it's up to you. It just seems so simple. You make a good game with attractive characters, and the game is gonna be successful. You know gaming has gone to crap if a year-old console port can get 192,000 players on Steam. Not only is Eve one of the most attractive female leads in gaming ever created, she's actually well written. She's not talking down to men to show how badass she is. She doesn't have to shave her hair in the mirror to show who's boss. She's not out here talking about her struggles with reality. Eve is just a likable character. Her being hot is just icing on the cake. And you know you got a good game on your hands when the journalists are trying to downplay the success of it. Molly Taylor from PC Gamer gave the game a 68, saying the game is only successful because Eve is attractive and that we're all just gooners. While the same writer praised the game called Date Everything, where you run around and turn household objects into love interests. She said that she can't look at her refrigerator the same way. Goon for me, but not for thee. Why can't these people let men have their own things? Molly, you got a real bad case of the brain rot. Bacteria built up from not washing your nose ring that eventually reached your frontal lobe. Real talk, who is the target audience for Stellar Blade? It's a bunch of normal nerdy dudes. So why would you let some feminist weirdo who the game does not appeal to, nor is the target audience to review the game? These people all hate the male gaze, which is weird because they all love Baldur's Gate, which is full to the brim with male gaze. But enough about the drama. How good is the game, V? Well, I'm not gonna lie to you or glaze the game just because the characters are not hideous westernized creatures. So I'm gonna give it to you straight. The game is good, but it really just comes down to preferences. It's basically a linear Souls-like action RPG with some of the best fan service we've ever seen in gaming. God damn it, hold on.
Long, my...
すいません。酒組隊、長い酒組。Sorry about that, my dudes. Stellar Blade's game loop is simple. You explore, clear enemies, solve a few puzzles, take down a boss, level up, and customize your character, all while progressing the story. And I've said it before, but I prefer open world games. But I don't mind linear games as long as they are well crafted and have large areas to explore. Fortunately, there's enough here so it doesn't feel like you're walking down hallways the whole game. But I swear to God, whoever put these assholes in that ambush you needs to get their ass kicked. If you played the game on console, this doesn't apply to you, but if you're playing on PC, let's be real. If your culture tortured, you're gonna be using some mods. But in doing so, you make unlocking new in-game outfits kinda pointless, unless you're trying to be a completionist, which I'm not. So it's gonna take a miracle for me not to play as Taki in jean shorts and a tank top. But hey, if you're not into mods and you don't care about the fan service, then Stellar Blade's combat is gonna have to do a lot to carry the game. Fortunately, it slaps. It's not as hard as a FromSoft game, but I'm not gonna lie, I was getting my ass kicked until I got used to the parry and dodge window. But once you do, you'll flow like water, my friend. There's a ton of customization options here to build your character around. And even later on, your drone can be used as a gun, which shows even more of the team's attention to detail. I've heard some people saying that the story sucks, and I gotta disagree. It's fine, but that's it really. It's nothing crazy, but it gets the job done. I also haven't played many Korean games, so it was cool to see how Stellar Blade has a very distinct Korean vibe with it. And all of the characters feel like they were taken straight out of a Korean drama, which is cool to see another studio put their culture into the game instead of copying Japan or Western studios. This game being originally released on the PlayStation 5 made me a bit worried, as usually console ports are known for being half-assed, but this has to be one of the best ports I've ever seen. It runs buttery smooth on my rig at max settings. Side note, since I don't like to use controllers unless I have to, I gotta give a shout out to the keybind options here, as they're just chef's kiss. So was this game the best game ever made? Well, just like most single women in their 30s, Stellar Blade has a few issues holding it back. The game kinda treats you like a moron. They added the dreaded yellow paint that nobody likes, and you can't turn it off. If you have to put this in your game, you're not designing the levels correctly. The puzzles aren't challenging at all, and putting in passwords to open up boxes is pointless. You don't even have to remember the code, you just click on the hint button to show it. A lot of this side content just feels like it was put in for padding, and I just don't like it. I got just the solution. Put in a button press a mini game with a time limit? No! How about you put in a puzzle game where you get art of the characters? That one's for free, Shift Up. You don't have to pay me. Also, this game was built on Unreal Engine, and you can tell. It feels like some of the areas in the world and the enemies don't really match the characters. And overall, I think it lacks a distinct style. They should have gone full Korean on this one and make it take place in a post-apocalyptic Seoul. And sadly, the game only takes about 25 to 30 hours to beat, which is a damn shame. You can get a couple more hours out of it if you do the side quests, but most of the quests you find are just mid. Somebody help me find my cat! Oh, sorry to break the news to you, but it's dead. Thanks for the money. How about this one? Somebody please help me find my husband! Okay, maybe this one's gonna be interesting. Oh, wait, he's dead too? This is a joke? So do any of these negatives completely ruin the game? Not at all. For me, it's an 8 out of 10. Last year, people think that Stellar Blade got snubbed for not being nominated at the Gaming Awards, which after playing it, I have to agree, it should have been there instead of Balatro. But honestly, I think it would have lost to Black Myth Wukong. But overall, I'm a huge fan of the franchise. But more importantly, with the success this IP has had on console and PC, Shift Up is gonna have a huge boost in funding for their next game, and I want to see what they come up with next. But the best thing about Stellar Blade is watching all of these weirdos lose their collective minds, and once again exposing the activists that have taken over gaming journalism. Anyways, I gotta get out of here, my dudes. Let me know if you're on Team Eve or Team Taki in the comments. And again, to all the men out there, don't forget to take care of yourselves. If you ain't gooning, what are you doing? Peace.
Okay. Good night. 다들 stay. Good night.